How y'all doing? So, real quick, you know how I do. Um, Now, I've posted for years, okay? A lot of y'all are new to me, but I've been posting for years the story about my mom leaving me dimes. Many of you know the story already. Some of you don't. So I just give you a real quick the real quick version of the story. Prior to my mama passing, maybe about 6 to 8 months before she passed away, we were having a conversation. We knew she was going to die. My mother had ALS. And I told her, I said, Mama, I don't know, what I'm going to do when you're gone. You're my best friend. What am I going to do when you're gone? And she said, I thought the same thing when Granny died, which was her mother. She said, but one day I was at work, honey, and I was having the one of the roughest days, and I went back to my desk, and when I sat down, there was a nickel sitting on the edge of my desk. And she said, and for whatever reason, all of a sudden, I was just so drawn to this nickel. And in that moment, I felt the presence of my mom. And I was like, really? She was like, yeah. And after that, whenever I'd have rough days or maybe just really good days or I just missed her, I would find a nickel. And I said, well, you think that Granny is leaving you nickels? And I'm laughing. And she said, I think so. And I said, well, if that's what you think, what will you leave me so that I know you're around when you're gone? And she said, you know what? I double it and I'll leave you dimes. And we laughed about it. And I said, well, Mom, I'm going to be looking for them dimes, And like I said, about 6 to 8 months went by. And after my mother passed away, we were in North Carolina. And nobody was here in our home in Los Angeles. I had actually not even shared that story with anybody. It was just, a conversation me and my mom had had. And we were gone for a couple weeks. And when we returned home, the first night, my husband and I went to get into bed. And when we pulled the covers back, my bed was full of dimes. And my husband said, why do you have dimes in the bed? And I said, I don't have dimes in the bed. We ain't been here. Why would I have dimes in the bed? And in that moment, it hit me, the conversation. And I said, no, it couldn't be. It couldn't be. I said, but how else did these dimes get here? And so I said to my husband, I said, I want to tell you something. And so I told him the conversation, and it scared him. He said, oh, that makes me nervous. Don't tell me no more. And I was like, so all night I was like, trying to figure out, but my bed was made. So I'm trying to figure out, where did I have dimes? Trying to make sense, right? The next morning I'm in my kitchen and I'm cooking breakfast and my husband is in the shower in our bedroom. He's going to take a shower and he starts yelling and screaming and he's telling me to come in the bathroom. And I'm like, Lord, what is it? What's wrong? And he can't even talk. And he's just pointing to the shower. And my shower is full of dimes. And it's been that way for the last over 11 years. My mother passed in 2007. In my roughest times, I find dimes. In my happiest times, I find dimes. Some days when I just need to be reminded that everything is okay, I find a dime in the weirdest way or in a crazy place or, just mind-blowing situations, okay? So I always share those stories to encourage people who have lost someone that we do have angels and we do have signs that they're still with us if we just pay attention, right? And most importantly, if we believe. Now, the reason that I wanted to share this and also make something very clear, because I get so many messages from, I call them the super duper religious folk, okay? Now, everybody know I love the Lord. Honey, I love Jesus. I love him. I love God. But I'm a true believer of all things. I believe that he created everything and he's still in the miracle working business, okay? And I don't believe that miracles stopped in the Bible. I don't believe that. I believe miracles still exist every day on earth. I believe angels still exist. I believe in the impossible. I'm a true believer of all things. God said it's more than we can imagine. So if all you want to believe is that all the supernatural amazing things happen stopped in the Bible, I can't be a part of that world. The way that I hear myself from him, the way that my spirit speaks to me, God is so amazing, and he's so big, and he's full of unexpected blessings and miracles. How can we not believe, right? So I say this all to say, don't let people convince you that what you're believing is wrong. When God puts something in your heart, or you know without the shadow of a doubt, this thing has happened, this blessing has happened, this miracle has taken place in your life, don't let people convince you that you're crazy. Don't let people convince you that it's the devil. Don't let people convince you that you're wrong. Stick with your belief, okay? If you know that you've prayed on that thing, you've asked God for confirmation, and he sends it to you, that's all that matters, okay? Because, listen, sometimes we'll have a gift, and we have to guard it with our heart. And people won't understand things that they have not been blessed to go through. And I say blessed to go through because even though me losing my mother was very traumatic and very hard for me, it was still a blessing to go through it, because that means I was trusted with the journey. Yes, a lot of times we forget that. We forget that even when we're going through something that seems unbearable, God has trusted us to get through that thing because he knows we're strong enough to endure. Okay? A lot of people go through things and they never make it out. They don't ever get to see the light of day. But if you have been through and you're still able to see, you're still able to see that light, and you're still moving forward, and you're still grasping hope, and you still got faith, honey, he has trusted you with the journey, and you know it deep down, even though it's hard to wake up. Even though it is hard sometimes to just keep moving forward. Even though sometimes we don't feel like going nowhere, getting up, doing nothing, baby, you still do it because you've been trusted. And your spirit knows it. You know it. Even though your flesh get weak sometimes, you keep going. Okay? And don't let nobody stop you. And don't let nobody tell you what to believe. All right? You know what's in your heart because he put it there. Okay? That's it. So keep believing in your signs, keep believing in your miracles, keep knowing that your angels are with you. Honey, I love y'all. I pray that tonight you have the most amazing night, and tomorrow you have a good day. But baby, if you can't have a good one, don't you dare go mess up nobody else's here. I'll see y'all in the room real soon. Love y'all. Bye.